Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I was in a bit of a 2 and 8 just a minute ago. That's why I didn't reply to you because, yeah, I had the wrong folder out. Never mind. But here we go. We're here. We're live. And Adventure Times, thanks for coming in on Instagram. And I'm here to show off my autographs from London Film and Comic Con 2016. And as you can tell by the picture I've got here, first of all, this is my picture with Mr. Tobin Bell, aka John Kramer, or aka Jigsaw from the Saw films. And yeah, it was amazing meeting Mr. Tobin Bell. He's been in a lot of other stuff, but I'm a big fan of him being in Saw. And if you can see, which you may not be able to see, yeah, I want to play a game, says Adventure Times on Instagram. Yeah, exactly. I've actually got, just on here is I want to play a game. You may not be able to see it. And on the back is a picture of, Billy. And I think he saw it on the way back. So, yes. Oh, hi, Aisha. Thanks for coming in on Instagram. Hope you're doing okay. So yeah, so this is the first photo to show, and also one of the best parts is the autograph. So there he is, Mr. Tobin Bell. I also have a Blu-ray box set of the Saw films, and I asked him to sign that as well. And he actually didn't. He prefers to sign inside boxes for some reason, but he did it, which was awesome. So it was amazing to meet Tobin Bell. Fantastic. Right, now the next one, which I'm going to show now. You're going to probably say, why didn't this happen in your last one? But it's me in the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and this was obviously the second year. I didn't have time to do all the stuff to do Back to the Future in the first one. And there's me on the throne for Game of Thrones. As some of you may know or may not know, I was actually in Game of Thrones in the second season, and just had to get the picture done there. Hi Gap, hope you're doing okay. Thanks for coming in on YouTube. Okay, so that's that one. So here we go. Now another person from the Saw films. Now he was actually in a TV show that I used to watch called Lost. This is Michael Emerson, who plays Zepp in Saw, but he was also in Lost. And yeah, I was a big fan of Lost. Kept watching it, and then unfortunately, it stopped on regular TV and went over to Sky. So, Mr. Salacious Rum, thank you for coming in on YouTube. Hope you're doing okay. So the next one is you may know, this is Mads Mikkelsen, who played Le Chiffre, if that's how you say it, from Casino Royale. So that's an awesome picture. I was going to say something else at the beginning, and I completely forgot to add it in, but I will explain it in just a minute. Again, big fan of Lost. This is Harold Perrineau. He played Michael Dawson in Lost, so it's fantastic to get his as well. And the next one is an American comedian named Jeremy Kennedy, which I think a lot of you will know. I mainly know him from being in the Scream films. He's also a comedian, and he was in Son of Mask. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And so, next one. This guy is in the Sons of Anarchy. Kim Coates. I can't remember what... Forget what I'm just saying. I'm just blabbering here. Right, now, for anyone, unless you've already seen it, anyone who's into 80s and 90s toys, collecting, etc., and TV, you will know the next person. His name is Rex Smith, and he is Street Hawk. Yes, I got his as well. I believe I got some photos with him as well, because I was able to actually take some selfies. So, hi TJ, thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing all right on YouTube. Yep, so that's Rex Smith. And the next one is Stephen Burkoff from Beverly Hills Cop. I believe he's been in quite a few other things, but that's him. Now, this chap, who plays a villain in a lot of films, he is the Night King in Game of Thrones. I thought his name was Richard Drake for some reason, but his name is actually Richard Brake. But yeah, he's one of the Night Kings in Game of Thrones. One of many Game of Thrones actors I've actually got now. I've actually got another one of the main White Walkers or whatever. So yeah. Next one, here we go. This is John Hedrick, who played Jimmy McElroy in Blade of Glory. He's been in quite a few other films. I can't off the top of my head remember, but it was awesome to get him. There was a film and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but and again, anyone from the 80s, 90s toys people will recognize this late person, unfortunately no longer with us, Mr. Peter Mayhew, the one and only Chewbacca from Star Wars. Yeah, sadly no longer with us. This is the only person people say to me, who is the worst person you've met, and he's not the worst person. What's that? Good morning, Pete. Good morning, everyone. Ricardo, thank you for coming in. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, he's the only one. And I'm not going to say this is the worst person or horrible person. He signed an autograph for me. Obviously, I paid for it. And I just said, is there any chance I could get a selfie? My brother was taking a picture from a distance and he just went, nope. So I was like, okay. That's what they say. Not a problem. But fantastic to get this. And unfortunately, he has passed. Okay, the next one is Edge from, as I would call, WWF or WWE, whichever way you want to call it. And I didn't write this one down. I've got a list of some of the names and what they've been in, but I didn't write this name down for some reason, but never mind. But his Edge from WW, he's in WWE now as well. I don't know if he's still in it because I don't really watch it. And the next one, Mr. $1 Million Man. Yes, Ted DiBiase. Nearly couldn't say it then. Yes, fantastic, awesome. I remember the names, I remember the faces. I didn't watch this when I was a little kid. I did watch it at one point when we got Sky after I had, what was it I had? The Freeview boxes where you can get top-up TV. They changed and you could get various stuff on it and it reduced what I could watch. And then basically I stopped using that and I put my money towards Sky. We all got Sky and I was able to watch it on a Sunday on Sky One. So yeah, that's my little thing of watching the wrestling on Sky. Okay, the next one, another chap from Lost, and this is Dominic Monaghan, Charlie Pace from the Lost films. Also, I think he's in Lord of the Rings now, isn't he? I think he is. Yep. And again, for all those guys who likes the 80s and 90s, I have the man himself, Mr. Dolph Lundgren, as He-Man or Adam, whatever his name is. Yes, Adam, He-Man, him, Dolph Lundgren. Absolutely awesome. It was great to meet him. Fantastic. Yes. And I bet you're saying, God, you got enough autographs, haven't you? Yes. This chap, Judge Reinhold Marshall in Vice Versa. I know he was in Beverly Hills Cop as well, but I used to absolutely love this film with Fred Savage, and I just had to get him to sign this one. Yeah, lovely chap. This was one on the table, so I grabbed it. Now his partner in crime in Beverly Hills Cop, John Ashton, Sergeant Taggart, Beverly Hills Cop. Absolutely fantastic, lovely bloke. And the next one, get these out, and I will explain in a little while how I've got so many autographs from Comic-Con. So here we go. Right, Keith David from They Live, The Thing and Armageddon. There he is, looking all tough guy. And then the next one, Carl Weathers. Oh, didn't mean to bounce that one. Carl Weathers. There we go. Have I missed any messages? No, I don't think I have. Aldolf. Yes. So yeah, Carl Weathers, unfortunately no longer with us. He was in Rocky, obviously, and Predator. So there we go. Right, next ones. Any Star Wars fans? That's a yes. There we go. Mr. Gary Kurtz, producer of A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. It was awesome meeting him. I think I've got a photo with him as well. That was awesome to get. Love that. And the next guy is Aaron Stanford from the X-Men. He played Pyro. And then we have Aaron. No, this is Eldon Henson. This picture's from The Hunger Games. And the next chap, Rutger Hauer from Blade Runner. Now, the main reason I got this, partly, what's this? Nope. Okay. Partly is because he was in the Guinness adverts, and that's where I remember him from. And that's partly one of the reasons why I got his autograph. I knew his face, and yeah, so I had to get those. So those were awesome. Oh, bouncing again. Never mind. Yes. And again, any fans of Game of Thrones? Here is Jack Gleeson, Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Been in many other films as well, and I think TV series. So it was awesome to get him. That's awesome. And then Femi Jansen, Jean Grey from the X-Men. Okay, the next one. Now, this is the last one I met at the Comic-Con. This is Vic Armstrong, and he is he done body doubles for Harrison Ford. He's done stunts for Indiana Jones, Return of the Jedi, and Superman. Speaking of Superman, the last two things to show really is Margot Kidder from Superman. Now, I was hoping to meet her at one of the Comic-Cons, but unfortunately, the big chap, I can't remember the big chap, the baddie, it was in number 2 or 3, was really ill, and she couldn't make it to the Comic-Con. And unfortunately, after that, she passed away. Now, this was in what's called a silent auction. Now, I haven't seen them in the last couple of cons that I did. I don't go to them anymore because, as I've said, the money goes on my bike. But they used to do these silent auctions where they would have autographs, photos, they would have props, they would also have other stuff. And you basically had to write down how much you were willing to pay for autographs and stuff. And before you ask, I do not know how much they were. But yeah, so I got Margot Kidder, and the other one I got is Brad Dourif, and this is obviously he's from Child's Play, plays Chucky. This is actually a picture from Lord of the Rings, but it was absolutely awesome to get that. And again, this is from the silent auction, which they no longer do. Well, I don't think they do it at London Film and Comic Con anymore, which is a real shame. They might have restarted it because it's been a couple of years since I've done it. One of the things I wanted to let you guys know about is when you go to a Comic-Con, especially London, I don't know about the others, but London Film and Comic Con, if you do go and you've never been before, they do what's called a virtual ticket. I haven't got it handy at the moment, but they're like little tiny slips. They're probably about so wide to about so long. And when you go in the con, you'll have, I wouldn't say marshals, but they're volunteers, and they will have these pads from 1 to whatever number. And when you get in, you get there as quickly as you can. They're not at every single table, but they do give out virtual queuing tickets, which basically means it slows the queue down to not get too many people there for certain celebrities. Grab one as soon as you can when you get in there, and then they'll have a board up that tells you what numbers can start queuing. And that is one of the big things with cons. So if you do, great. If you get them, but again, I used to get there ridiculous time in the morning. I used to try and get as near to the front as possible, and I was probably there for probably 3 or 4 hours queuing. Yeah. So just to let you know, if you're going to go to cons. But yeah, that is about it really for this year's Comic-Con. If you're thinking, blimey, that's a lot of photos, a lot of autographs. Well, when I used to go, I used to put by a little bit of money every month, every sort of once every fortnight. I used to put a bit of money away for the whole year, and that used to pay for my autographs. And I absolutely love the autographs, and also every single one of these that I get are proper autographs. They're from the actual person. I meet them, I get them. Obviously, apart from these two ones, which are from the silent auction, I can't see them not being them because the actual official company is selling them. So I can't see as they would be able to sell fakes. So yeah. So but yeah, that's basically it really for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I have got a few more Comic-Cons that I went to. If you like what you saw, where are we? Action Popcast. Hello, Nick. Hope you're doing okay. Hello, Pete. Sorry, I will post camera money. No problem at all. Thanks for popping in. If you saw what I was showing, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. That will let you know each time that I'm coming on live or putting a video out, and that is for YouTube. And if you're on Instagram, please just follow. That'd be fantastic, and that will let you know each time that I am actually coming on live. Yeah, because there's not a lot of toys coming in now at the moment, and I'm not going out there and buying. I'm going to be showing off the autographs and showing you what I've got, and yeah, once I go to premieres as well, I'll be showing off the autographs I've got from there. And then if I print them, which I don't really print a lot of the pictures from the premieres, I'll show you selfies. They'll go on my Facebook and that. I think a lot of you are on my Facebook anyway. Thank you, TJ. Hit that like. That would be most appreciated. Yeah, so until next week, thank you all so much for joining me. If I'm not on next week, then I want to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a safe New Year. I should be on next week, but as I say, if anything's happening, then I hope you all have a lovely time. And I will see you all soon. And also, if you're into your Legos, you're into your models, and you want a bit of a laugh, then head over to Lego Studs and Lego Brick Babes, which will be over on Salacious Rum's channel at 3 o'clock. Let him know I sent you, and subscribe to him as well. And I will see you all later. Take care.